Hi, Laura Jackson here from Discovering Dyscalculia. Today I'm going to read a portion of my book with you. Now you can download the introduction and first chapter for free on my website, discoveringdyscalculia.com. And today I'm just going to read a bit of the book so you can get a feel. Introduction. As our family's journey into the world of dyscalculia began, we often found ourselves confused and anxious. While it was slightly comforting to discover a possible reason for my daughter's struggle with numbers and math, it was extremely difficult to find information about this specific learning disability. In the hours spent scouring the internet, I came across very little that aided my understanding of dyscalculia, let alone any resources on how to best support my daughter as she faced this challenge. I wondered why so little was known about this learning disability when it impacts 3 to 8% of the population. Where was the educational curriculum for students with dyscalculia? Why could I not find any blogs or online articles from parents who had navigated their child's dyscalculia? The void of information and support was not just online, but it was also difficult to find a teacher or parent in our community who had even heard of dyscalculia. Almost 5 years later, now 6, I find myself with more understanding and a growing knowledge about dyscalculia, which has freed our family from the confusion and anxiety which we initially felt. It has been a deeply rewarding process to learn more about my daughter's unique way of experiencing numbers and calculations. We now have a common language to communicate about her dyscalculia and have acquired valuable tools to help her succeed in school and life. During the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, I began blogging about our experience with dyscalculia. I hoped the blog would be a resource for other parents like myself, as well as a creative outlet for me to process our story. Shortly after I began, a GHF Press editor contacted me and asked if I would be interested in writing a book on dyscalculia. After taking some time to deal with my imposter syndrome, I said yes, and I agreed to author the kind of book I had searched for at the start of our family's journey. So this book is for parents who have a child struggling in math and wonder if a learning disability is the cause, as well as for parents whose child has received a dyscalculia diagnosis and who are curious about next steps. I've included many personal stories detailing moments of frustration and also the aha moments of success on our winding road of discovering dyscalculia. Some of the topics covered in this volume include the following: recognizing the signs and symptoms of dyscalculia, public school versus private evaluations, common obstacles with assessments and special education, best alternatives to help dyscalculic students learn, methods to alleviate anxiety, practical help for everyday life, and advocating for your child. This book will contribute to a greater understanding and awareness of the impact of dyscalculia. You will find you are not alone in the angst or bewilderment you may be facing. You will gain a growing knowledge of what a dyscalculic child needs to thrive and where to get the support your child needs. As a parent on a similar journey, I can personally attest that there is light at the end of what may feel like a long and dark tunnel. I am happy to accompany you on this trek as a fellow traveler and advocate. Laura.